I'm here with Jill MacKay for today's beading lesson, and we have a great idea about using leather in earrings, which you don't see very often.
No, you really don't, but this leather is really nice quality. So should we start making?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So this is the small flower die that we're going to cut. Put the die on the plate with the cutting side up, and then you place the leather, the good side of the leather. This is magnetic, so it stays where you want it to. Put a cutting plate on top.
Okay.
And you just run it through the machine. And I always go back just to make sure.
Perfect.
Yeah, cuts great shapes. So I already have some cut here, but we got to cut in turquoise, and we're going to use this die that's normally used for a bracelet, but we're going to cut it down and make it into smaller components.
Well, you're always here with good ideas for changing things up.
Thank you. It's fun to learn. So we're going to run this one through the same way.
Okay.
And back again.
So the second time through is just insurance.
Yeah, it is, and it's easier than moving the plates. So, okay. So we have this that's usually for a bracelet, but what we're going to do is take our shears. We're just going to cut it down and make them into individual components. So we're going to snip off this diamond because we want the round parts.
Okay.
So we already have these cut.
All right.
The next step is we're going to glue,
Sure.
Get the water off the brush, so it's going to use the glue instead of water. Waters it down a little, but
Okay.
so what you're going to do is turn them over so the wrong side of the leather is facing up. And on the flowers, you can just glue one side.
Okay.
You don't have to glue both halves. You
Perfect.
fit them together, and I like to pinch the edges so it's together. And then on the smaller turquoise shapes, I just hold on to it. You're going to be doing the glue on both sides.
Oh, okay. Well, why is that?
Because we're going to make a small little leather bail. Okay, so we're going to take our first shape. You see the hole in the center of this?
Yes.
We're going to cover that with the first circle. Now this end is hanging off.
Oh, okay.
And then we're going to turn it over and do the same thing.
Nice.
Then you bring these two pieces together at the top so they match up.
You could use this a lot of different ways.
You really
Like
could make a lot
veil.
of connectors. Yeah, it just kind of came to me. So then you could let them dry, but I have a dry one for us to move along.
Okay.
Yeah, done with the glue. And this is a rotary hole punch. We're simply going to make it on the next to the largest, get it right in the center, and make a hole. I always like to turn it over and do it on the other side so it's nice and clean.
All right.
And then we're going to just simply add a jump ring.
Well, that makes a great, easy hanger.
Well, it does.
Perfect.
I've cut a small piece of chain, about 1/2 inch.
Okay.
And if I can get it on there.
Yeah, well, it looks like you have this one threaded here already. We can take a look.
You're so helpful.
So you have your chain on a jump ring.
That's right.
And you could just attach this to the ear wire, but you also embellish it.
I like the movement of the chain. And then I strung a small piece of turquoise on an eye pin.
Okay, and then use that for your connector to the ear wire. Now you have a quick tip for us about how to glue rhinestones onto leather, right?
I do. So the only glue I've been able to find.
It's like a gel type of glue.
And then I use a stylus, but it's got a very tiny ball on the end because you want to use this very sparingly. And I just put one dot there.
Okay.
And a second dot there. And use my katana.
Okay. So that makes it really easy to just press it right into place.
It's super easy, and it really stays well, but you got to use it very sparingly.
Okay. Okay.
That's it.
Well, thanks, Jill. These are some great tips.